I haven't been doing a video in a long time. I know I haven't been doing videos like since October. Difficulties because my computer wasn't working anymore. So I had to wait till Christmas to get a new one, and I already got a new one. So now I can bring new videos to you guys. And I'm so sorry I couldn't do any Christmas videos or Halloween videos or Thanksgiving videos and stuff. And DIY stuff and a lot of things I wanted to do because I really had a lot of things planned to do, but I couldn't because of my computer. So, but now I'm gonna be doing a lot of new videos, and this video I'm gonna do now is about this blue smoky eye that I saw in Jacqueline's Hill video. She did one about this blue smoky eye. I got that inspiration from there. So I hope you guys enjoy it. All my social media stuff will be at the end of the video like always. And yeah, let's get to the video. Okay guys, so I'm going to start with my Soft Ochre Pro Longwear Paint Pot by MAC. And I'm going to be using that as my lid primer. And I will be also dragging it up to my crease and my brow bone. So now I'm going to be using my Sephora Beautiful Crush palette. I'm going to be using two kind of like a creamy white color to set the Soft Ochre paint pot. I'm gonna be dragging that up all the way to my brow bone. Now I'm going to be using a sandy color to use it as my transition shade. I'm going to be dragging that all over my crease. Now I'm going to be using my Color Workshop palette. I'm going to be using a coral blush from it, and I'm going to be using it on my crease and blending it up a little bit higher and blending it into my transition shade. Now I'm going to be using these three purple shades, and I'm going to be using them also in my crease, but in my outer corner of my crease and on the outer corner of my lid. Just gonna blend that in. Now I'm going to be using my Color Workshop Color Pop eyeshadow in the shade Coconut, and I'm going to be using that all over my lid, and I'm just going to be packing it on there with a dense brush. Just gonna put it in there like a lot of eyeshadow. Now I'm going to be blending that into my crease, and I'm going to be using an Estee Lauder eyeshadow as well to blend that color in there, and it's a purple eyeshadow. Okay, so now I'm going to be using more of that Estee Lauder eyeshadow and applying it in my outer corners and blending it a little bit into my crease as well. Now I'm going to be using my makeup remover wipes, and I'm just going to clear out any fallout, my outer corners and my inner corners, and just cleaning everything up. Now I'm going to be using my Beauty Basics Jumbo Crayon. That's from the Ipsy bag from like 2 months ago. And I'm going to be using a pencil brush to apply it in my inner eye corners to give it a nice highlight. Now I'm going to be applying on top of it a ColourPop eyeshadow. That's the shade High Tide, just to set that crayon highlight. Now I'm going to be using my Anastasia Brow Wiz. I already have a tutorial on how I do my brows, so I'm going to speed through it, and I'm going to put a link to that video in the description box below so you can go and check it out. Now I'm going to be using an eyeshadow by Sasha. This is the shade Flat White. It's basically a matte white eyeshadow. I'm going to be using that to highlight my brow bone. Now I'm going to be using my favorite mascara at the moment. This is the Big Eyes Mascara by Maybelline. And I'm just going to coat my lashes. Now to prime my face, I'll be using my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Just gonna rub that all over my face before I apply my foundation. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Match Foundation because I've been feeling a little bit dry lately, so I want to use like a dewy foundation, and I'll be applying it with my Beauty Blender. So for concealer, I'll be using the Maybelline concealer. This is in the shade Sand, and I'm just going to use it underneath my eyes, and I'm going to bring it a little bit higher so I can highlight, and on my chin to highlight as well. I will be using the Beauty Blender again to blend it out. Now for my imperfections and any redness I have on my face, I'm going to be using my Kat Von D concealer, and I'll be also blending it with my Beauty Blender. To contour, I'm going to use the NYX Wonder Stick, and I'm just going to contour my cheekbones and my forehead and my nose and my chin. To blend it out, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. small stippling brush, and to blend out my forehead, I'm going to be using the Real Techniques stippling brush. For blush, I'm going to use the Stay Blush by Rimmel. It's basically a liquid cheek tint, and I'm going to be using the stippling brush by Real Techniques to put it in. To set my face, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Universal powder. It's a translucent powder, and I'm gonna lightly put it all over my face because I don't feel like baking too much, so just a light layer of powder all over my face. Now my favorite bronzer, I'm going to be using the NYC Smooth Skins bronzer. I'm just gonna bronze up my face a little bit and to set that contour I did on my cheekbones and my forehead. For my lower lash line, I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder purple eyeshadow I use in my outer corner of my crease. And I'm just going to apply it with a flat brush and then blend it out with a small pencil brush. Just going to be using that same mascara again on my lower lashes. And for my waterline, I'm just gonna apply a little bit of white eyeliner. This one is by Wet n Wild. For lips, I'm gonna use my MAC lipstick in the shade Please Me. It's a matte lip shade. It's basically a light pink. And on top, I'm going to be using the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Creme Brulee. To highlight my face, I'm going to use a ColourPop eyeshadow in the shade High Tide, the same one I used in my inner eye corners. Just gonna highlight my cheekbones and my tip of my nose. And my chin as well. This is the finished look, guys. I hope you enjoy it, and thanks for watching. Goodbye!